look into my problems, is to also know to see my records and my transcripts and things like that as well, of my own too, to kind of see, to make sure it's accurate information listed, to understand how you all do your paperwork, because I don't want to get information education from places where, I don't agree, you know what I'm saying, like I don't have the same kind of way, or things like that. And so, I mean, I believe that you all is, even like financial aid, me requesting more money than, so I can get the proper supplies and get the things that I need to be successful and not be limited on that. It's about talking with financial aid and knowing how much they would ask for and knowing how much I'm looking for in a situation. And so all of
Okay.
these things are important. So I would have to kind of set up different phone calls to kind of talk with you all and really gain a proper perspective.
I understand that completely. Would you like me to provide you with certain numbers so you can have that conversation?
What you mean? Like, what do you mean certain numbers? What is that? What does that mean? No numbers.
Certain numbers, like you mentioned financial aid. I can use financial aid numbers so you can have that conversation if you like.
But what number is that? Like, what kind of number?
It's the number to our financial aid department here at Columbia College.
So, for instance, that could be a number one, meaning that it is a specific standing in a specific way. A number is all kind of detailed things. And so there could be a phone number, there could be a fax number, there could be a channel number, there can be um, different identification numbers. And so that's why I said when, I say number, I'm looking for coursework that identify with my specific capabilities, not to make me, but to make sure that I can appropriately, I suppose, protect myself and stand up and speak up for myself properly. And that's what it's all about with these courses. It's not to have you all to change me. It's so that I can continue to make sure that I am growing in the things that I have interest in, so that I can continue to prove my strength to others and learn about languages and development in specific ways and means, um, in different areas universally, I suppose. So translations and different point of views and all those different things like that. And so I'm just kind of really serious when I ask you, like, what number in particular are you talking about? It's really, I don't want to assume or anything like that. These type of things matter to me.
I am talking about the phone number for our financial aid department here at Columbia College. I can
Oh,
provide you that number if you like.
okay. So okay. So your financial aid office phone number. Okay. You can send an email with those numbers, and kind of go through there. And then I know you say you have information on the actual campus too.
Yes.
I would like to talk with you further about that at some point as well. And a lot of these things, it's urgent that I get into school and start making some money too. And so I have to figure some things through as well. I try to talk, so I mean, financial aid, try to talk with them about some different money that I owe them and things like that. But I really do prefer to pay for my own college. But I'm interested now to try to see what I'm doing, because it's like, I don't know, I really don't want government assistance. I kind of want to pay for things on my own. But I also want to know my options if it comes to that, because I have to get into some courses and that is urgent. So I have to get into some kind of schooling, that is actually going to, that I can breathe through. And so if you want, you can call me another time, or I can call you or something like that. You can schedule a time to talk, if that is more appropriate. Once I look over this information, I can probably look over it tomorrow or something like that. You know, um, I don't know how your schedule is, but can figure some things through though.
Yes, I just want to make sure I'm providing you with all the right information that you would like to see in the email.
Okay.
So I want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Are you wanting financial aid
I really,
information?
you can say, I just made a comment like, I want to look at these things because I don't know if your financial aid office is really of interest of mine, because if I get financial aid, I want to make sure that I can be successful in the money that I asked about so that I can utilize it for different things. I don't want to get a loan from someone because I won't be accepting any grants. I'm going to just tell you that right now. I don't want any grants. I won't be getting any grants. I don't want anybody giving me any free money. Okay, because I know I can deny all grants, but I want to make sure if I get a loan, it's going to be something that I'll be able to use. It's already enough where I'll have to accept a loan to pay for things that I want in my own life. But these are just some things that are happening right now. So I just want to make sure so that I can continue to be and do the things that are most appropriate for me. Oh, I hung up on this person with a witness. I hung up that phone so goddamn fast when I see that the police drive through here trying to get mine, and I hung up that phone. I hung it the fuck up. It's not like it was a gun. It's not like it was something that I did not no, but I closed this goddamn phone. Okay. Because I'm gonna make sure here that I pay close attention. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure I call this. I'm about to check on this shit right now. I play these games. I'm so serious about what I'm doing. Even grab my charger quick enough out here. I'm going to call this lift off. I don't know what people doing. People have police contact for all kinds of reasons or whatever. But again, I've been handling myself calling, and I don't know how people gonna respond to that. I've been arrested for some shit I did not do before. And what can I do except shit? Try not to touch them motherfuckers. That's it. I'm not playing. I'm Jasmine Davis. Did not accept a ride from someone that I chose to. Not, it was not discrimination. It was a point of preference. That's another thing. I'm gonna just let that be known. I'm not playing. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I just want to make sure it's right here. I'm looking for my purse right here on the ground. I have to see this. Okay. I appreciate that. Oh, there literally is a duck walking around over here. And that's what I was just looking at. That is so nice. It's raining out too, so I don't know right now. I don't know right now. Look, I gotta sing. This is how I fucking sing, just like this. This is how I'm choosing to sing right now. I don't know right now. I don't know right now. Oh, I don't. Then I start feeling myself though. Shit. Oh, I don't know. I don't know right now. Somebody might say, oh, you sound flat. Where at? What does that mean? Where did you learn that from? Why are you telling me that? Please. Because I don't know right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I have to look. I don't know right now. Okay. As far as what?
Oh, just how you feeling, man?
Yes, how I'm feeling. Does that have to do with the ride here today?
No, I pick you up. I pick you up in Kenosha.
Oh,
Bad.
what do you mean? You're picking me up?
I drop you off downtown, right somewhere around the train station. Pick you up from the fire station.
How would you be so sure about that, though?
Because I remember.
Oh, but you don't know me.
I don't know you.
This is not the same bride. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. So. Ooh. Can you please unlock your window so that I can roll it down so I can open the window?
Sure.
All right, appreciate it. Take a slice. You know, may I say something to you, please?
Sure.
Okay. Because it's not necessarily to do with with your job or you being a driver, but it kind of is about a comment that you made. You said that you Because this is a professional experience, I would like to say that I paid just some money for whatever. So it's not like I'm paying you just this large wage that if I could, I would have, or whatever. I'd be driving my own car probably too. But like when you say things like that, it kind of take away from perhaps the mystery of myself and keeping myself to myself. I could be in any situation and wanting to just maintain my own confidence or my different ventures that I go on and the things that I'm doing without having them discuss in different areas or in different forms of transportation or whatever. And so I just, I don't know, it just could be anything that could be happening. And to bring that up like that, I understand it, but I'm not a friendly person. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not, this is not like a friendly type. This is me wanting to just be completely in control and a professional in my situation or anything like that. And for you to bring that up, I find it because you don't know. People have all kinds of things that they do, images, and not only that, there are people who look alike. There are people who would call themselves a multiple or an individual that may have the same kind of makeup, or like they're saying not makeup, but a kind of look. Or, no one is, I can't be compared to anyone in particular though, but I just would like to just make that comment because I find it most appropriate just to base things off from what is happening along the way, and I just can appreciate the information.
Well, I'm just very, very observant. I remember my riders, quite honestly, and I pick up a lot of people, and I remember a lot of people by sight. I wouldn't remember your name when I saw you, but when I see riders that I've had in the past, I remember them. I guess, and for me, I like to acknowledge it. But if I offended you, I apologize.
No, and you can be very much so yourself, but it's not like I have to reply to it. Continue to be who you are. I'm not trying to take anything away from you being who you are. Okay? So I just kind of made a comment about my reply in a situation, no matter what it is, but I just say when it's another way to look at things. It's a perspective, it's a point of view, and it's just something, and it's an approach perhaps. But that's kind of all I have to say about the matter.
Very fair. I understand. That's okay.
It just really bends. But I just want you to know that I'm just not building a continual relationship, and I live holds an account of all the rides that I perhaps pay for, whatever the drives that I get on or whatever, and that's just how it is. But never to take away from who you are, you doing your job or whatever the situation is. So not to have you to be offended or to seem like you don't matter, but just for me to be in control of this matter, I just not to allow someone to keep that constant accumulative account of what I'm doing and who I am, and mentioning it out loud in situations and where I am all the time. I just don't appreciate that as much. So it's not something that I'm going to just agree to and just, I can say that you don't know, I'm sure, but what I'm saying is I just have to do the things that I have to do for my own self. So. It's understandable. But it is interesting to see how this Bronco is and things like that. Perhaps it is what it is. I don't want to say it could have more legroom because this is the design of it. but I appreciate
Yes,
it.
it could have more leg room. It would be nice. I'm not gonna lie.
But it probably is a more advanced type of. This is probably just the kind that this one is, or something.
Yes,
So
they do make a bigger one. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford that one.
well, that's okay, and there's different steps in particular, I suppose. But that's why I say I'm in here, and you have your seat back into particular, and I'm still sitting in here, and so that's what I said. So I really appreciate this though.
Not a problem.
To appreciate you
I
driving
appreciate the
here.
ride.
So
If it's not for people like you, I don't make any money, though, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I cannot agree to that. So that's something that you just gonna have to work on your own.
You're right.
My goodness. So I just take care of myself and answer my own questions. So if you want to define that a little bit more, then that's appropriate as well. Okay. Just make sure. I like this pastel color. What do you think about? Yeah, it's an interesting color, but it's yours, so but a little different. Appreciate it. Oh my goodness. I am so hungry. And okay, I'm here. So what I'm about to do is come on some other time with the live video. I'm Jasmine.